Hey there, Earthlings! Welcome to Crypto News Weekly, where you'll get your weekly dose of everything in the crypto sphere. My name is Professor Crypto, and I got a lot of really exciting stuff to talk about this week. First, we're going to talk about Tesla. No, not the inventor, but the guy that makes those really cool electric cars. He actually tweeted about Bitcoin this week, or anime. Not really sure which, but I'll let you decide. Second, we're going to talk about a brand new blockchain phone coming from a major manufacturer. Really exciting. And third, we're going to talk about Satoshi Nakamoto's blockchain white paper that changed the world. Let's get started. So it all started when someone tweeted at Elon asking him when he's going to implement two-factor authentication into Tesla accounts. For those of you that don't know, two-factor authentication is where you verify your identity using a PIN from your phone. So Elon tweeted back, a rather cryptic Bitcoin-related anime character. Wanna buy some Bitcoins? So, many of us have been curious as to if and when Elon is gonna jump into the Bitcoin game. Not many of you might know this, but Elon actually was involved in PayPal in the very early days. He actually made around $180 million in that deal. Pretty incredible, right? So, interestingly enough, Twitter thought his account got hacked and locked his account. So what do you think? Was Elon being tongue-in-cheek, or was he legitimately promoting Bitcoin? Please comment down below, let me know what you think. One person that did take it somewhat seriously is Zhao Jinping, the founder of the Bitcoin exchange Binance. He tweeted, LOL, it's spreading. I will buy a Tesla if you accept crypto. Now here is a guy that can buy a Tesla without batting an eye. Now to our second big story of the week, the first blockchain phone. Here it is, the Exodus 1. It was first announced back in May. Back then, HTC's Chief Decentralized Officer, Phil Chen, said the phone would act as a node to facilitate Bitcoin trading among users. He also stated that the phone would allow users to own their identity. Well, none of this happened. Sad face. Instead, the Exodus 1 simply has part of the phone partitioned off for added security and comes with a built-in wallet, which can be used to hold keys to cryptocurrencies and tokens. Now, let's talk about what everyone always wants to hear, the hardware. What's going to be in the guts? As far as the technology is concerned, HTC's Exodus 1 operates on Android 8. It's going to have a 6-inch high-definition display with an 18:9 aspect ratio. There are 16 megapixel dual rear cameras and 8 megapixel dual selfie camera for all of you that love to do them selfies. The phone is also capable of recording full 4K at 60 frames per second. It's awesome for people like me who like to produce videos. The phone is available right now for pre-orders. And of course, since it's a blockchain phone, you can only purchase it with Bitcoin or Ethereum. How great is that? Now, a few might be asking yourself, well, what happens if I lose my phone? Do I lose my funds? I mean, how does that work? So the makers, HTC, of the Exodus 1, they decided to do what is called a social key recovery system. This system allows you to designate a few close contacts, I would imagine, to give them a recovery seed. Now you'll split this recovery seed amongst these trusted contacts. So if you were to lose your phone, drop it in the toilet, as I'm sure most of us have done at least once in our life, you would be able to recover it. Now, I'm not entirely sure how comfortable I feel with that, because technically speaking, you would really need to trust these people, because if they get together, they could technically, take your funds out. Granted, that's the same thing as a multi-sig wallet, but I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. So I'll leave that up to you. The first shipments are expected in December. This is a limited release for the blockchain community, with HTC hoping on feedback in order to improve the device before releasing it to the general public. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna get my pre-order ready because I wanna be the first one to have that first blockchain phone. Kind of feels like when that first Apple came out and everyone was like, oh my God, what is he gonna do this time? What world-changing thing is gonna happen? Except it's HTC, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? Last, but definitely not least, is a celebration of the 10-year anniversary of the Bitcoin white paper written by the elusive Satoshi Nakamoto. He released a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This white paper solved one primary problem: the problem of trust in transactions. But blockchain can and will do so much more. We've only scratched the surface. Democracies that implement blockchain will be able to vote openly and honestly with checks on rigging. Hospitals will be able to save lives as doctors will be able to get their patients' correct medical history, both privately and in real time. Intellectual property rights, real estate, crowdfunding, the list goes on. So a few of you might be wondering, who is this myth? Who is this legend, Satoshi? Well, a few have claimed or denied being him. Like Nick Szabo, a computer scientist. He invented the ancestor to Bitcoin, called BitGold, but it never took off as it had serious technical limitations when compared to Bitcoin. He has consistently denied being him, and since he did reveal himself as the BitGold inventor, it stands to reason that he would have taken credit for Bitcoin had he invented it. Craig Wright of nChain, he outright claimed to be Satoshi, but it turns out he might be more of a crook than an inventor, as he is being sued by his business partner for theft to the tune of $10 billion. Ouch! Then we have the curious case of Dorian Nakamoto. He is a systems engineer who was outed by Newsweek. He has vehemently denied being the inventor of Bitcoin, but yet he attends Bitcoin conferences and is friends with Nick Szabo. So you tell me, is that Satoshi? Comment down below, let me know what you think. Well, whoever you are, Satoshi, I want to thank you on behalf of the planet, because your invention has and will change society in ways that we can only imagine. So if there's one question I always get asked, it's this. Hey, Professor Crypto, what wallet do you recommend? To which I respond with, well, what are you looking to do? Usually the response is, well, I want to invest in Bitcoin to diversify my investments. I want to be able to cash out my Bitcoins quickly if needed, and I want to be able to send, spend, and receive Bitcoin. To which I respond with, well, then Binx.com is your wallet of choice. Simply register for a new account and you can buy up to 1,000 in Bitcoin today. Send and receive Bitcoin, and of course, cash out if need be. Plus, you can earn a referral bonus for inviting your friends to use the wallet. Click on the link for a step-by-step process on how to get your wallet. But whatever you do, don't be kicking yourself later for missing out on Bitcoin. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and click on the other link for more lessons and news.